Hello, this is Michael Lause, General Manager of the Silverbacks, and I want to welcome you to our third installment of Ask the GM. I'm actually doing it from my home, actually, and a lot of people will get there, and I'll kind of get into that in a minute. A little bit more about me, and some people kind of ask kind of what my background was and things of that nature, and we'll kind of get into that in a minute. I want to thank everybody for all their Facebook and Twitter. One question that I wanted to take care of, actually, I had forgot last week. I did a review of last week's Ask the GM, and a lot of people were I did mention that the CIFL had 5 teams already in the league, and I forgot to mention one, actually. As I mentioned in last week's Ask the GM, I talked about Chicago coming back, Indianapolis with home, Port Huron coming back, and ourselves, and I forgot to mention our new team, and I was going to bring that up very briefly, which is the Muncie franchise, which is actually a relocation of the Northern Kentucky River Monsters, who will be actually playing in Muncie this year. So they're going to be playing near Ball State University, so most of that group has relocated there. Jill Chitwood, who was involved in the ownership group of the Northern Kentucky team last year when they were members of the Ultimate Indoor Football League, has moved over there, and they will be playing out of Muncie. Right now, the name that they are going under is they will be known as the Muncie River Monsters. So that's the 5, and I forgot to give credit to her last week in my talk, so I wanted to make sure that she had got credit for that. So nonetheless, a lot of people have been kind of asking a little bit about me. A lot of people don't know much about me as far as being the general manager. I got promoted to general manager just a couple of weeks ago. We had great service from our previous general manager, Ryan Evans. He has decided to move on to other things, and we wish him the best of luck in that. Recently married, so we wish him very well. He and his wife Constance, and moving on into his new life. So I wanted to wish him the best of luck. And actually, Ryan did the hiring of me and brought me into the organization in December. My background actually is I have 5 years of professional sports experience. I started off as an intern in the Olympia Entertainment, which is basically the ownership group of the Detroit Tigers and the Detroit Red Wings. I actually worked for the indoor soccer team that the Illich family or Olympia Entertainment had owned. That was my internship. I spent basically 3 years in professional soccer, 1 in the United Soccer League and 2 in the National Professional Soccer League in the Cleveland, Ohio area. I actually have done some event marketing with some marathons and triathlons before that, and then I actually spent 7 years in the technology business actually before getting back into sports here this past December when I got hired by Mr. Evan to come on board with Silverbacks in the ticketing aspect of things. So this is actually my first stint as a general manager, but looking forward to it and moving forward, thanking the opportunity to try to move forward and get the Silverbacks to a championship and becoming a community asset here in the city of Dayton in the metro area. Just wanted to kind of show you a little bit. We are actually in my home. I actually reside about an hour north of Dayton in the city of Maria Stein, Ohio, which is near just south of Savannah, and I actually do travel there from here to Dayton every day to do the business that we do. And right now, what we're really focusing on in our front office is corporate partnerships, trying to work on corporate support and working on a lot of the things that are behind the scenes that a lot of the players and things like to have before the season even gets started, and that takes a lot of negotiation, a lot of time. And that's kind of what we're working on right now. A lot of people think that just because we're in the off season means we just kind of sit there and twiddle our thumbs, and that's absolutely the furthest thing from the truth of what our front office does. Our VP of Marketing, April, and our account executives are busy and hard at work, along with our Information Technology Director, working to do everything that we can to basically build the awareness of the Silverback brand. And that's what we're really trying to focus on for the upcoming 2012 season. We really feel that it's a prime opportunity for us to get into that championship mode and be able to bring that here to the city of Dayton in the metro area. Some community things that are actually coming up, just so you know. We will be at the bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube. I believe it is on the. We are doing a car wash there at a couple events, so make sure you pay attention to our Facebook and Twitter page for that. And also, we are planning on a press conference next week at Hare Arena. We'll get final details of that, and we'll be going out on our Facebook and Twitter page. As some big things, as I mentioned, on our Facebook page coming out in Silverback Jungle here for 2012, and that will be beginning next week. And we'll get final details of when that press conference will be next week. But stay tuned for that, and we'll look forward to sharing some really exciting news coming up here with the Silverbacks coming up in 2012. So I think you'll be very excited. Sorry, I didn't mean to go. I kind of went off tangent a little bit, but a little bit about my background. As I mentioned, I do reside here in Maria Stein, Ohio. I am a family man. I am married. I've been married for 12 years to my beautiful wife, Jennifer. I do have 2 children, Dylan, who's 10 years old, Drew, who's 5 years old, both boys. They're both in the Marion Local School District here in Maria Stein, Ohio. If you've heard of Marion Local, very active in football in the Midwest Athletic Conference, which is a lot of Division 6 and Division 5 schools that really dominate at the state title level pretty much every year. If you've heard of Coldwater, St. Henry, Delta St. John's, those are some of the schools that are in this conference that usually do very well. Versailles is another one. So we're very active here in football here in this area. So, but you get to get a shot of my living room. You don't get a big shot of my living room, but you get to see that and get to know a little bit more about me. And I'd like to, when we get going, then I'd like to get to know more of our fans and what they like at Silverback games, and that's what this is going to be all about. It's a community effort to try to engage our fans and get them active, and I definitely want to hear what they have to say, so we can move forward. So you get to know a little bit about me, and at a game sometime, feel free to come up and introduce yourself, and I'd like to get to know a little bit more about you. So, but pay attention to our Facebook and our website and then our Twitter page as we move forward and look forward to that press conference next week. So just pay attention to that. As soon as we get a firm date and time, we will get that up on our website and post the big news that will be coming next week. So again, thank you very much. We will look forward to having you next week. Thanks for the third volume of Ask the GM, and we'll look forward to talking with you next week. Thanks.